So this video is supposed to come out in the very beginning of June, basically right after my trip to Virginia Beach. But that's that's way past. That's so far past. It's almost August now. For those who don't know me, my name is Gavin. I am a fitness creator here on YouTube. I also like to stream on occasion. Wanted to stay more consistent with that, but life gets in the way. And I also missed an upload last week. I apologize. I did not mean to be doing that. It's been busy. It's been very, very busy. So that's kind of why I haven't really found the need, like the desire to want to post this video, because it got past June and I was like, okay, well, maybe I don't even want to post this anymore. But I feel like it's important. It's important, and a lot of you need to hear it, because there's a lot of negativity in this world. Lots and lots and lots of negativity. You see it in the news, you see it all over the place, in the US, everywhere. There's always negative things going on. So, why not bring a little positive light into the world? You know what I mean? I don't really have a script for this video, so I'm just gonna kind of talk off the dome here. But yeah, I want to do videos like this at least bi-weekly. I would like to do it weekly, but I can't promise anything. The topic of this video is that you could do whatever the fuck you want, man. Like, who cares? You know what I mean? In your life, you're gonna meet lots and lots and lots of people. Like, thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of people. That's a lot of people. A lot of people kind of take that stuff for granted. The sheer gravity of how many people that you meet in your life. And I don't think a lot of people realize that those people will make an impression of you, and every single person you meet is going to think about how they feel about you. Any sort of interaction you have, any sort of whatever you have with people are going to think about that interaction. Granted, it may not be for super long, but just a simple, hey, how was your day? You know, stuff like that. That goes into people's minds. And I know it can be difficult because everyone has that main character syndrome to an extent where it's like, I don't really understand that other people have full blown out lives like I do, you know? It's very difficult outside of your small group of people or big group of people, whatever. But when it comes to those people, some of them are going to have some negative thoughts of you. To be honest, probably a lot of people are going to have some negative thoughts about you, just because that's the human nature of comparison and wanting to be better than people. I'm guilty of it. People around me are guilty of it. Everyone's guilty of it. It's just something that comes across in life. And this video, I just kind of want to talk and tell you that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, in reality, any thought that someone has ever thought of you, any like opinion, any grand scheme thing that people have thought in their mind about you, or about what you do, or about what you're passionate about, it doesn't matter, man. You could do whatever you want. You can enjoy your life. As a growing teenager, we're talking middle school, 13, 14, up until probably about 17, even now on some occasions, you feel that desire to want to fit in. Me specifically, for my instance, I always wanted to be a kid that would fit in, a kid that people would like in school, and I always tried way too hard to be someone I'm not. And I'm sure a lot of you feel that. In my demographic, a lot of teenagers are watching my content, so I just kind of want to put it out there. Don't make the mistake that I made, man. Do whatever makes you happy. Because I was always a big fan of creating content, posting stuff on YouTube, and I started to do it when I was like 13, 14 years old. I started to do it. on my gaming channel that I always have linked in every single video in my description, but that gaming channel, most of those videos are privated and deleted by now, but I went through with it. I was like, okay, I'm finally gonna do this, I'm gonna go through with it, we're gonna just get into it, you know? And then I enjoyed it for a minute. I was enjoying it, I was having my fun, and then the desire of wanting to fit in just kind of hit me. And I heard people talk about me. People were saying things like, oh, dumbass YouTube channel, you know, just like, they would make remarks for whatever reasons, and it kind of got to me. I tried to push it off, you know, but it definitely got to me, especially in that stage where a ton of hormones are coming in, when you're feeling, you know, depressed, you're feeling anxious, all those kinds of feelings come into your life, and you don't really take too kindly to criticism, I should say. But I felt very unmotivated to create any sort of content. I would post out some pretty bad YouTube videos. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be bad to start. No matter what you do, it's gonna be pretty bad to start. But I'd like to say it's getting better. It just comes with time, and I didn't really like to stick with that. Like, I would start making my bad videos, and then people would comment on them, being like, "Oh, this is bad," and you're never gonna do anything with it, and you know, things like that. And I just kind of stopped posting. I would come back every 9 months, year, and come out with one video, maybe two, and then completely just stop right after that, because I was just demotivated and didn't feel like it was getting any sort of support or attention in my life. But I look back on it now and I just think, man, it would be really different if you just kept going. Like, if you just kept creating what you wanted to create and stayed consistent and built that small community that people were starting to enjoy. Because I did have a very dedicated small community, mostly due because my friends did the same thing. And one of my friends, his name is Joseph, love the dude, been my day one. Me and him do everything together. He was very, very supportive of me, and when I got into high school, I kind of shifted away more towards, I couldn't do it, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't be doing this. This is not what people would want to think of me when they look at me or what I do or anything like that. So then, yeah, I kind of pushed it away. He went out, he was fucking succeeding, blowing up, creating amazing content. He still does, but I do think he has the same things as me, because we've talked about it, the burnout, the just kind of discouragement. But I had a conversation this past weekend that kind of made me think that I need to get this video out here. I was talking to my friend Dylan. You guys haven't met him, but he is going to be one of my roommates next year in my apartment. So I'm assuming you'll see some content from him, with him in it, I guess. But we were just kind of talking about life, because he's a very deep thinker and philosophical kind of guy. So we were just kind of having a conversation, and then we were talking about, you know, like nihilism. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just the thought that nothing matters, nothing, no significance, nothing of that. And we were just kind of discussing it. And then I was telling him, like, you know, I have times where I get into kind of a hole where I feel like it doesn't matter and I don't really have a purpose, so why am I even trying to do whatever I want to do, you know what I mean? And then he kind of came back with me, he said, but then you look at the other side, and then you think optimistic. Nothing matters. Nothing that anyone says or anyone does matters. So why worry about what people have to say? It's kind of been just in the back of my mind since then, and I just always think, like, yeah, who fucking cares what someone has to say about me, you know? Like, you on the other side of the screen, you could be a supporter, you could be a hater, I don't really care. Like, at this point, as long as you do what you love, like, that's how you get joy in life, man. That's how you find your joy, that's how you just feel fulfilled, I guess. And granted, I'm not the biggest YouTuber on the platform. Like, obviously, it's not Mr. Beast size, this community around here, but I do like to think that I do have a community built around me that is a support group in some instances. And those people that sit there and comment and tell me that they appreciate the stuff that I'm doing, like, that's the thing that motivates me, man. Like, the people that'll push me harder and want me, like, to continue to create content for you. That's the thing that keeps me pushing. And I look back at my high school days where I was younger and more immature, and I just think, like, man, I tried way too hard. I just needed to do what I wanted to do, because all those people now, they don't fucking matter. I talk to maybe 10, 15 of those people in any sort of aspect in my life. And then if you look even further, people that I actually, like, have deep conversations with, it's even less than that. And I've only been out of high school for a little over a year, and a lot of those people are just insignificant in my life. And that doesn't mean that, like, oh, cut off every single person once you graduate high school. No. Keep the people that you have close that are good people in your life. Keep that good circle, because that circle is what is going to motivate you to want to be your best person at all times. Those people's opinions, those people that you don't talk to, that you don't really ever see in life, that you may hear, oh, they're saying that you'll never do what you want to do, you'll never amount to anything, you're weird, you're ugly, you're short, whatever it may be, man. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. As long as you're out with your supportive people and you see that they want to see you succeed and be your best person, that's how you know that you have those people around you to where their opinion matters. When those people are supportive and those people are caring and those people are wanting to help you succeed, no matter what the passion is, it could be this, it could be wanting to bodybuild, it could be music, it could be anything that finds you passion. Stick to that passion, man. Because people will say things. People will say that they don't care. People will say that you're wasting your time. People will say that nothing will ever amount to anything. Nothing will ever amount to anything. And they're just wrong. They're wrong. If you're determined, if you're wanting to push yourself hard to continue going and to create beautiful work and stick to your craft and master it, if you're passionate about it and you stick to it, it will be done. It will be done. So take this advice from me. If you take any sort of advice from me, take this advice. Do not listen to what haters have to say, because it does not fucking matter. What matters is you and what work you put into what you want to do. Your passion, your desire, your determination, your discipline. That is what's going to get you to succeed. The video has gone on way too long. I've been ranting and probably repeating the same things over and over again, so I apologize. But that is the most important thing. Do what you want to do what you love, and just keep going from there, because it will get better. You'll get better at what you want to do. You'll continue to hone in on your skills, develop a passion, develop a skill set that a lot of people will enjoy, and you will make some big things in your life. That's really the determination of people who end up burning out and not knowing what to do, and people that genuinely succeed, is just the determination and the sheer will. I've been Gavin. I want to try and continue to post these on Monday, but yeah. I'll stay consistent. We'll see what happens. Like, subscribe, do what you want. I've got a regular scheduled gym video coming out either tomorrow or the next day, so Wednesday. So one of those, and then I've got one coming out on the weekend because I missed last week. So yeah, love you all. God bless. Have an amazing day. And rock on. Keep going.